So I am going to be creating some buttons today. Well, the button design. And I want to show you all how I do my button designs for graduates, which is what I'm going to do here today. So the first thing I'm going to do is tap on my shape tool, which is here. I'm going to right click and make sure that it's typed with the ellipse. You do have a few options here, but this is what the tool that makes the circle. You want to hold down your shift key so that you make a complete circle. And be sure that you let up on your mouse pad before you let up on the shift key so that it keeps that shape. I'm going to go ahead and center this or place it inside of this square that I have for my canvas. And first thing I'm going to do is go find my picture. And it is, I'm going to remove the background from a picture. I got to see which picture it is. I know which one I want to use, but I don't know. Here it is right here. So I'm going to go to remove background, which is this here, remove .bg, and click upload. I'm going to go into the folder where that is and upload the image so that I can remove the background. So there we have it. This is just a plain no background. It's like a PNG. Creates a PNG for you. Go back to Photoshop and I'm going to file, place, and that is going to go into my downloads folder. Since I downloaded it, should be at the top, and I'm place that in there just like that. I did change the way she was standing just a little bit because it seemed like she was tilted. And this is completely from scratch. So I am not too sure what colors I want to use. I was not given any school colors. But I think I have some that I want to use. I think it's red and another color. And the reason why I shrunk her down, she was already inside of this circle. The reason why I shrunk her down is because when you're creating buttons, if you have a button machine, a portion of this is going to go over and around that button. So I wanted to be sure that we capture all of her in the actual button. So I shrunk her down a little bit. Let's see. I do have the school colors, I believe. Let's see if I can find them. Let's type on one of these, click E, and that takes me here. So this here is her uniform she has on one of her pictures. So I am pretty much going to do probably like a red, black, and white. So that's what we're going to go for. So this background, this circle background, I'm going to go ahead and do a color overlay. No, I take that back. I'm going to do a gradient effect. I'm going to click on the gradient effect box so that it pulls up my options. I'm going to click right here inside of here where it has the two tones. And I'm going to pick one that has 3. So this one here. I'm going to click OK. And I am going to change those colors before I click OK. I'm sorry about that. So I'm going to do black, red, and white. And I can change that by giving it more white at the top just by doing that. Actually more black at the bottom as well by doing that. And that just kind of changes it. I can also click OK, go here, and change the way that it is. Like the way that it's positioned on there. I don't too much use any other ones here. Reflective would be a good one. I have used it before. I keep clicking the wrong thing. Sorry about that. But those are pretty much the 2 that I would use. This diamond one actually looks okay for this particular background. But I am going to stick with the linear. Just like that. And click OK. I am pretty much going to just put 2021 graduate on here. This is a free set of buttons that I'm doing for someone. I actually have a 14 shirt order for the 2021 graduate shirts that I do for this person. So I am just giving maybe about a dozen buttons as like a token of appreciation for this order. So next I'm going to go ahead and use my text tool, and I want to make graduate go down the side, and I also want to make, let's see, yeah, I'm just going to make graduate go down the side like so. Let me change my font size because it's really high. I'll bring it down to 25, and I'm just going to type graduate G, and I'm going to go down. So I'm going to hit enter after each letter. I'm going to make capital letters. So let's make sure that's capital G, enter, R, A, graduate. I think I spelled that right. I'm going to highlight it. And the font that I'm going to use is the college font or something similar. Let's go up and see how that looks. This one's not too bad itself. Another thing, so that all of these kind of line up together, because right now they're on a left side line alignment. I'm going to go ahead and hit the center so that they're centered. Bring this down around and close it in. And then I'm going to make it bigger. Yeah, I think this font is okay. Don't like the fact that the E is kind of getting hidden by that. So what I'm going to do, because I'm going to keep her lettering black, I might do some extra stuff to it, but for the most part, it's going to stay black. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and change this gradient effect on her and take it from the 3 down to the 2. Make this red. And the top white. I'm going to bring it down a little bit just so that it's not showing so much. Let's see what I can do. Because right now it looks really, really pink. So I'm going to keep it just simple and go back to changing how this graduate looks. I think I want to open that up some. And if I don't like the font when it's all said and done, then I'll change it again. And then I'm going to put 2021 on here. So I'm going to do the text tool, but I'm actually going to do a vertical type text. And that is going to change the way the 2021 looks. So it's going to do, well, it did it just like that. That's not what I was going for, though. And let's see. Guess I'll just keep that at the same thing. Or maybe we can go up and change it to the college font. Drag that in. Okay, so that's our 2021. And I think I'll do something different with the graduate. So with the graduate, maybe we can do a little different, something different with that. Let's see. Let's go for a gradient overlay and black and red maybe. I'm still thinking that I'm not really liking this font. But I'm going to go ahead and continue and see how it looks. Okay, so I think I got that how I want it. But I'm going to go ahead and stick that behind the graduate. Let's delete this extra layer that we got here. So 2021 graduate is what we have. Let's spice up the 2021 as well. Maybe add like a stroke to it. And let's make it red. And add maybe an inner glow. Change the color of it. Didn't have it on the right one. So on that inner glow, we can make it like a different color so it's not glowing like red. Maybe add a drop to this as well. Something like that. Then another thing I want to go ahead and add on here, I'm going to do some text. And let's say like I did it, apostrophe. And let's give that a nice little font. I never know what fonts I'm going to use. I'm just a font, like you scrolling through the TV channel. That's how I am with fonts. I just scroll through fonts. I do have some favorites, but I don't think none of my favorites will actually work for this. One of my favorites is Sunshine. Let's check it out. It's not too bad. Not too bad. Let's see how that works. Like here. Let's go ahead and change the color of that. No, no stroke, color. And that's exactly the color that I wanted. Then I'll go ahead and add a stroke to it. Okay. Something else we can add. Maybe let's see if I got a photo. Well, I know I do. Let's see where it may be. Internet designs. Grad. Yep, grad cap. And it's a nice one. It has a red. I'm not sure if it'll flip the bow if I wanted to flip it, but let's see. Got it highlighted. I'm gonna click image transform, edit, transform, and flip horizontal. It did, and that's kind of what I wanted. I wanted it to flip that bow. Let's put it down here. I want it to be seen. Maybe there, or maybe flip it back and put it on the 2021. I think that works better as far as spacing. This is the space that I was trying to cover. So I'll keep it there. That left side is some spacing that I was trying to cover, and I'll keep that right there. Let's see, what else can I put here? Maybe some confetti. Confetti. Let's do confetti PNG. Let's see how this looks. And it's a free download, so I just go ahead and download if it lets me. This is some extra stuff. It's not really, not trying to put any viruses or anything. So maybe I may have to choose like one of these. There we go. Yeah, see, that's some extra stuff. So what we're gonna do, go back. I'm gonna take this, nope, take this, save image, save it to my internet designs. I'm gonna call it confetti. Go up here and remove background, upload, internet designs, confetti. And I use the internet designs folder for pretty much anything that I take off the internet. So now we have our confetti. Downloaded it. So it's going to go to our downloads folder, file, place. Let's see how this looks. This is a trial. I don't know how it's going to look. It's going to be downloads. Confetti. And let's take that and spread it out over the entire surface. And it's not really a good confetti picture because it came in so small. Um, and what I'm going to do with it, it may not matter. Let's see. Because what I'm going to do is put it under everything else. Click the Alt key and put it inside of my circle. I'm going to have to undo that, take my circle, layer, and group it together since we did all those effects to it. Because this wouldn't show up. Then I'm going to go ahead and click the Alt key and add it in. Now it shows up. And like I say, it don't really, you can't really tell that it's kind of distorted in here. So I think I'll leave it just as is. I kind of like it like this. So I think I'll leave it. And that filled in, that's all the space that I needed it to fill in. So I think I just leave this just like this. And I'm going to go ahead, get this printed and cut, and it'll be ready to package and place with my shirt order that'll be going out later on this week. Thank you all for tuning in and have a good day.